I'm the online guitar guy, and on this video I'm going to teach you how to play American Pie by Don McLean. But before we get started, let's tune up first. 6th string E. Fifth string A. Fourth string D. Third string G. Second string B. First string E. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the different chords for each section of the song, because in different parts of the song they change the chords, so whichever part that I'm teaching you, I'll show you the chords for that part of the song. And as we go along, I'll show you more chords to different other parts of the song. So the first chord I'm going to teach you here is going to be a G chord, and you're going to play that by putting your second finger on the 3rd fret of the E string, your first finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, and your 4th finger on the 3rd fret of the E string. Okay, the next chord I'm going to teach you is going to be a D with an F sharp bass. And the way you're going to play that, you can actually play it two different ways. If you want to play it with your first finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the E string, your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, and using your thumb to hold down the E string on the 2nd fret, which I find a little tough some of the time, but if it works for you, that's good. The other way you can do it is by using your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, your 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the E string, your 4th finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, and using your first finger to hold down the E string on the 2nd fret. They're both a little bit tricky, but trust me, one of them will work out for you. Okay, the next chord to learn here is going to be an E minor chord. And the way you're going to play that is by putting your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the A string and your 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the D string. That's it. Very easy chord to play. Okay, the next chord that I'll show you here is going to be an A minor chord. And the way you're going to play this is by putting your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, your 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, and your first finger on the 1st fret of the B string. And that's going to sound like this. Okay, the next chord to teach you here is going to be a C chord, and the way you're going to play that is by putting your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, and your first finger on the 1st fret of the B string. And that'll sound like this. Okay, now from that chord you can go back to an E minor chord for one strum. And then what you're going to do is you're going to play the D chord. Now you're going to play 3 different D chords in this section here. You're going to play a D sus, which is just adding your pinky to the 3rd fret of the E string. And you're also going to play a D9, which is removing your middle finger from the 2nd fret of the E string. So that's going to be like this. So you see I'm playing D, D sus, D again, a D9, and a D. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play that whole section there for you just to see how it sounds. Now you're going to play this section here twice in the intro, but in the 2nd time you're going to add one more chord, which is an A7 chord, which you're going to play just by putting your 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the D string and your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the B string. Or you can use your 3rd finger too, it might actually be a little bit easier. Put your 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the B string. So that time it's going to be like this. Okay, now after that you're going to play an E minor chord, and you're going to play an A minor 7, which is just removing your 3rd finger from the A minor chords. That's your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, and your 1st finger on the 1st fret of the B string. So now you're going to play like this. Then from that chord you'll go to a C, you're going to play a B chord just by having your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the A string and your 1st finger on the 1st fret of the B string. Then you'll go back to an A minor, C, and D. Okay, so now before going into the chorus of the song, you're going to play the first part of the intro again, the G, the D with the F sharp bass, and the E minor. Then you're going to play C and a D chord. Then you'll play those same chords again. And you end it off with a G chord. Okay, so now you go into the chorus of the song, starting by playing a G chord. You go from G to C, back to G again, and to a D chord. So that's going to sound like this. Then you're going to play an E minor, an A7, an E minor again, and then you'll play those few D chords that I showed you before, the D sus, and the D9, and back and forth again. And from there you're going to go into the verse of the song. Alright, now in this section of the song starts to speed up a little bit, as you'll hear if you listen to it. But you're going to start by playing a G chord. You're going to go to an A minor 7 chord. You'll play the C, B, and A minor like I showed you in the intro before. You're going to play that section here. Then you're going to go to an E minor, and then the D chords. So you see it's almost the same chords, but it's changed up a little bit. Now after that, you're going to play those same chords from the intro again, including with the A7 in that part that I showed you. It's just you know, sped up again, like I said before. So you see, like I said, it's all the same chords. And it's just sped up. Now from those chords, you're going to go to an E minor, and you're going to play a D chord. Like I told you, it keeps changing up these chords in this song. An E minor again, and a D. Then you're going to play the C, the B, and the A minor again. The C, the D, and then you're going to play those few chords again, the G, the D, the E minor, the C, the D, and over again. So let me just show you how that whole thing is going to sound together now. Starting from the E minor. From there, you're going to go right back into the intro again. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play that whole section for you there, starting with the chorus. Okay, so basically everything that I've taught you so far, that's basically the entire song, but it's played over and over again. It's played 4 times, as you'll hear in the song. Now, it's going to change again one more time at the very end there, so when you're playing the chorus at the end, you're going to play the chorus twice. So, let me just show you how both times it's going to go. When we get to the end there, he's going to change the chords again on you. It's going to be C, D, and G. You can add another C and another G to it. Alright, so that's pretty much all of the sections to show you there for playing American Pie. Just remember that section that I showed you where you're playing after the intro. That whole part that I showed you there is played basically 4 times to the point where you get up to the chorus again. Then you repeat the whole thing over again, and that's played 4 times. And once you get to the end of the song, you start to slow it down again, as I showed you. And then you continue with the end there. But those parts that I've pretty much showed you, every part of the song you need to play the song, so it might be a good idea to listen to it and try to play along with it and stuff like that, and you know, you'll gradually get better at it as you play along with it a few times. Alright, so that's it. Remember, if you subscribe to my videos, you'll find new videos as they come out, and you know, you can send me recommendations for songs in emails or whatever, and I'll try to teach you how to play a song you might want to learn how to play. And alright, so that's it. Take care, and good luck playing American Pie by Don McLean.